Okay, so here is my voice. It's microphone's working, face cam's working. Let's see. I come from anywhere. Sometimes I settle down on a parasite attached to ya. Oh, little troll. Shh. Ignore me. Shh. Shh. Huh. Anyway, just had to make sure. Cool. So it appears that that's working. So let's look at this. Doesn't look bad. So, okay. Hello, everybody. I think this will work, depending on the quality. Depending on the quality. Um, I'm just trying to look. So here's this one I made. Um, we're not going to use this world. Um, if you don't know, we're playing Liminal Industries. It's a Minecraft mod pack based on the Backrooms. I don't know if any of you have heard about the Backrooms. Pretty interesting thing, but it's like a progression based mod pack. If you've ever heard of those, so um, yeah. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I keep looking at the stream just to see if everything's going smoothly. But yeah, we're gonna delete this world because we haven't done anything yet, and I don't want you guys to think I'm cheating. So you guys can watch me make this. Um, okay. Preparing for world creation. We're gonna do survival. I don't play creative. Creative is dumb. If you like creative, that's awesome, but I don't. I think it's cheating. So awesome. Normal difficulty. We're gonna turn cheats off. Sometimes I'm bad at that because I do get a little impatient, a little irritated. So we're not gonna do that. We'll do bonus chests though. I always do bonus chests. I don't think that's really that cheaty, you know. I don't think it's that bad to do that. So yeah. What should we name it? We'll name it Stream. Pretty good name, I think. Sorry for my creaky chair. No. Anyway, so we're gonna just waiting for it. It seems like it's going smoothly. The real test is to see how the resolution looks, because that's the big thing, really. You know. So we got in fine. Cool. let's see. So far it looks smooth, looks decent. I guess the resolution could be a little better, but yeah. So this is the back rooms. We are in the back rooms. It might be a little laggy at the beginning since it's just starting, so we're just gonna run around. Oh, also I did not mention it, but I downloaded a couple horror mods, to spice things up because the back rooms is like a horror thing, a spooky thing. So I wanted to keep things a little interesting, you know. I won't tell anybody what exactly will happen, but oops, my mouse does that sometimes. It's kind of strange. We're just looking around. So this is the base, like starting area, right? And basically the premise, right, is oops, let me put on my headphones. So basically the premise, right? This is me. I forgot I put this skin. I think the skin is supposed to be Michael Jordan, I think is what it was supposed to be. I don't really watch much basketball, but kind of like him. It's kind of cool. Um, anyway, so we're given this little quest book, and this quest book, right? We don't have to use the quest book specifically because it's given to us right here in this quests tab. But anyway, just a quick little look, right? Um, I can zoom out with the minus or plus button. So the premise is, right, you're given little quests, right? And these quests have names and a specific task, okay? So the first task is called punching chairs, and you need it. It's the task, so you need a crafting table, and you get a confetti popper. And then it gives you a little, description. Sometimes it gives you a little blurb about why it's useful, a little in-depth thing about, why you should do it. In this case, some of them are optional quests, some of them are required quests. So it's kind of up to you to do the optional ones, but you don't have to. So this one says, if you've not yet adjusted to your new liminal environment, then don't worry. Let us make our own base and make it a bit more cozy. The random furniture scattered across the back rooms could probably be repurposed into planks to increase your chance of survival. Let's get started with making a crafting table. Start with crafting a chair into planks. So, interesting thing is you can click the task and it'll give you a couple examples, right? So, this crafting table requires 4 planks. And the reason why they're changing is because these planks are, hold on. Hello? Cool. So these planks are changing because it's just, if you'll notice, it says jungle planks, acacia planks, dark oak planks, whatever. It accepts tag, hashtag Minecraft planks. It accepts any kind of plank to make this, okay? Um, it's not going to be as redundant or as boring as this moving forward, but since this is my first Minecraft stream, I feel the need to explain it. Um, anyway, so we have this crafting table, right? If I click A, it will put this crafting table recipe here, right? So if I go here into my inventory, it shows a crafting table. And then, yeah, so you're curious now about how to get planks, right? So we'll click planks, and planks are gotten from furniture, so tables, chairs, whatever. right? And then there's a bunch of different like ways of acquiring planks. So like you can just do the actual crafting method, right? Use an sorry, use an automated shaped crafting, whatever, but that's way far from us. There's sawing, there's cutting board, which we'll probably do because I've played this mod a little bit before, not tons, but a little bit, so I kind of know. What was that? What was that? Uh-oh. Maybe this was a bad idea, guys. Oh, my heart just sank. I can't even remember what. Oh. I'm actually frozen with fear. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Okay. Shoot. I guess we'll proceed as normal. Oh, that's freaky though, man. That's scary, dude. Okay. Anyway. So point is, there's a bunch of different recipes on how to get planks. Okay? So like conveniently, right? I do not like those sounds, man. I do not like those sounds. Anyway, so conveniently we have this little oak chair, right? We can take this oak chair, we can put it in here, and we can get planks. Look at that. So, what we can do is begin by exploring a little bit. Um, we do not want to fall down there. So for now, we're gonna ignore this path. It might get a little bit confusing, to be honest, because might get a little confusing. At some point, I heard a zombie. I don't like those sounds. It's freaking me out a little bit. Okay. So, one thing I did not mention is those zombie sounds are alarming. Oh, you see that? That skulk? That weird, like, bluish purple stuff, whatever? That stuff, at least in this mod pack, spawns very strong, very scary enemies. Um, that I am nowhere near ready to take on at the moment. So, um, we're going to avoid that like the plague. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh, my heart sank. Oh, what was that? What was that? I'm all paranoid. Um, what's nice is I think the only way for mobs to spawn is in those little like skulk things. Can't remember what it's called in this mod pack, but yeah. Anyway, we just needed to get a little bit of wood, so this mod pack can be a little bit slow at the beginning because it just is. So we're gonna take those. We're gonna make a crafting table. Look at that. First steps. Crafting table time. Okay. that in the center. It doesn't have to be in the center, but light gray. I can't remember what those exactly are for, but okay. So we'll check quests, punching chairs, bam, confetti popper. Meow. Not very big, but I like them. I think it's a cool little reward, you know? Oh, I heard something. Anyway, grab that sink because infinite water, you know? It's not crucial we have infinite water, but at the moment. Oh, you're a little laggy. Oh, not horribly. The resolution is also okay. Whatever. Okay. So, next step is making some sticks. Cutting board. Cool. I'm hateful. I'm horrible. Okay. So if we click right click, we can see what recipes this can be used for, right? So a bunch of this, whatever, but we're interested, and I want to show you. You see this like furniture or whatever? Um, we can use this to sorry, we can use this to break down things like furniture. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll make a little axe, bam, and what's nice is this axe, right? Light gray kitchen. We can use this. It's called a JEI, light gray. Or sorry, we'll do kitchen cabinetry, and then we can see. Oh, here's this. Let's see what recipes there are. Oh, I see. That's why it was useful. I have no immediate use for it. That's fine. So, like this one, um, sorry, I'm reading. Taking the time to automate a task by making extra dedicated machines is almost always worth it compared to doing everything by hand. It is technically possible to do everything manually, but it is far from ideal and will take a very long time. Tiny potato. What are you used for? I'm... Okay. Well... he dances! Look at that! Okay. So, we'll look at the other ones. I wish for knowledge. What is this for? Oh, it's a little compilation of a bunch of useful books that I'll probably use at some point. Um, okay. Cool. Anyway, so I think all these are optional, but this one is not. So we have a couple more things we need, a pickaxe and an axe. So we can make a knife, which we will use. Okay. My nose is itchy. Oh, that's loud. I don't like that. Okay. We're just gonna collect a little furniture. Yo, Angelo? Who's Angelo? Okay. And then we'll come up here. Oh, I forgot. This is scary. Why is it scary, you may ask? Well, you know. It's scary because sometimes on the floor... Okay. Sometimes in the floor area... Is there Ultimine? Controls... Keybinds... Ultimine... Feed the Beast... Vein... There's not. You have to do it all by hand. Okay, well... I guess it's not crucial that we do that right now, you know? Oh, this will be good. The soggy carpet. Because the soggy carpet will, eventually, through a little progression, get us... Oops, should not have done that. Should have just went around. Okay. Yep. This mod pack is not very good at giving food. Providing sustenance. I hear like wah 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 wah. Feels like there's something. Whoa. Just a big room full of plates. I've never seen that before. Huh. Interesting. Not gonna lie, that freaked me out, man. So jumpy right now. Okay. The main thing of importance, I'd like to have some food right now because food would be freaking awesome. A little bit of regeneratable health. Heard something. Okay. Anyway, regardless though, I'm getting furniture. Furniture is important because with furniture, I can make more planks. Also, those signs at some point will also come in useful. So, what was that? Weird. Okay. Sorry for sticking my tongue out. I do that often. Then there's a little bit of sky stone down there, which could also be useful. Not nearly right now, though. Won't be useful for a while. I hope none of the horror mods I downloaded are destructive, because that'll really suck. Okay. I'm sure things will get a lot more interesting as time progresses, so I apologize. Anyway. A little bit more soggy carpet. Thing down there. That might be useful later as well. I want to... We're looking for... Oops, flag. Okay. We're looking... Batteries. I'm not sure exactly what the batteries are used for at the moment. But I'm sure at some point they will come in useful. Big stomps. Now, I can't remember if the stomping sounds were pre the mods, the pre-mods that I downloaded, or if they came with the mods. I remember one of the mods, but it hasn't happened yet. I mean, that other one happened. That was scary. But yeah, so let's see. Whoop. Well, I have plenty of these, so whatever. If I really, really need them, I'll just come back and get them. Like, it's really not an issue. Not an issue at all. Okay, already went there. I know this is a very slow, arduous process. Once I get consistent food, this will not be an issue. I will be able to progress faster, or at least walk a little faster, No. I don't want to get deeper into the back rooms. Let me just explore this final room and then head back to the base. Oops, I keep sticking my tongue out. I stick my tongue out when I focus. I apologize. It's a little annoying. A little weird. A little strange. And then you have these little, like, holes down there. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry. I just stopped. Randomly. I just paused. My bad. Oh, okay, yeah, those little one block gaps or whatever. Not an issue. If I really wanted to explore them, I can, because all it takes is a little trap door. The trap door helps me crouch. Now, I just need to remember, the hardest part about this is remembering where you're going. I believe it's this way. Soggy carpet, so I think we're gonna go this way. If I remember correctly, we noticed that by going through there, and we got there by going through here. And then over here, soon we will have a food source. So, that's good. And I think it's this way now. I kind of want that, but I don't have a pickaxe at the moment, so. I'm hateful, I'm horrible, I love you. I like that song. Don't know what the circuit breaker does. See those sometimes. I don't know if they're just for, like, looking pretty, like decoration or whatever, but yeah. Also, it appears that we're kind of, like, in a not a great place, you know? I learned a little trick. If I do this, and I do this, like that, I can go through them really fast, So, I don't know See, look at that. Look at how much we just made. And we get sticks. Oh, that sound scared the crap out of me. Dude, this game is freaking me out right now, man. Oh, I had to do that. Anyway. So we can do this, and then we can do a little bit of that. There's that. And we'll do this. Weird. You're like off center. The chair works, but the like table things or whatever don't. Okay. Last two. Okay, cool. We have a little bit of axe left over. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this oak drawer and we're gonna put in whatever items of interest. Unfortunately, we aren't given a little like usually in some mods we get like a trash can that we can just toss things in, whatever. But looks like we don't get that privilege here. There's a bunch of like electronic stuff. Interesting. Okay, so we need two of you and one, two, three of you. There's a pickaxe right here. Bam. Cool. So there's that quest done. It's got a confetti popper and bam. It's so cool, man. Pretty. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oop. Let's zoom in a little bit so that we're not just like, you know, confused. Then we'll grab this cutting board, complete the quest. Okay, so we have this one, this one, this one, and this one. We need a sponge and we need a wet sponge. We need a sponge first. So we can get rid of the cutting board and the craft table. We know how to make those now, so we're good. So for the sponge, we need a cut carpet, string, and white wool. So we'll do string, and we know how to make white wool. It's just 4 strings, so we need a total of 8 string for this. Industrial hemp fibers, whatever. But the way we're going to get it is cut carpet. So it looks like this knife. Cut carpet is like right here. So a drain, another drain. And then what's interesting is I don't have to worry about running out of carpet because, as you'll soon notice, it'll regenerate, which is so strange. But anyway, it's like a infinite source of string, carpet, whatever. So anyway, we only needed 8. So we'll take one of you, and then we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll craft this up 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. I think that is wrong. Yep. Put the carpet and the string in the wrong place. But yeah, so anyway, here's a sponge. Now what I need to do is I need to find some soggy carpet. And what's interesting is I can make an infinite amount of soggy carpet if I collect some water with a soggy carpet and I place down a sponge, as I will demonstrate. So let's just go here. What is that? What was that? Oh, oh. don't know how to feel about this. What is going on? I'm kind of paralyzed with fear. I don't want to move. I don't want to move. Oh, oh. 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 Okay. A little blood. Cool. That was freaky, man. Um, Hold on. Sorry, guys. The stream might get cut short a little bit because... Whoops. Dropped something. Yes, it might get cut short because... I need to go eat because I'm hungry. This is my live. I can do what I want. That blood is still there. Freaky. Nope. Forgot, can't go over there. Oh yeah, look. See? Remember how I told you before that, you know, the carpet regrows? Yeah, look. See right there. Pretty cool. And there's this. Where... I'm confused now. Ouch. Sorry, Mike. Microphone. Yeah, I don't... See, this is the hard part about the back rooms. This mod pack specifically, because you never know. You have no idea where you're ever going, dude. This is some new territory, too. Haven't been over here yet. Some more batteries. A little bit more wood. We're not doing this purely in the search of wood. Yep, we're not going down there. This will be useful at some point. These pipes and the copper. At some point it will be useful. Just not at the moment. I'm tempted. I'm curious. If I can find some more, I'd like to bridge that gap, because it's possible that we'll come around full circle. And that would be kind of cool. Oh, look right there. Bam. Cool. So we'll just break this, and it gives us a little bit of string too, so that's cool. Some cardboard boxes, whatever. And see, this is what I'm talking about right here. If I place this, bam. Now we got that. Bam. Bam. See? Bam. Anyway, I don't really care. We have sweat sponge now, and we have that over there, which is for sure interesting, but not crucial. So, yeah, we'll go like that. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like perfect loop. Look at that. We're back where we started. Cool. Okay. So, the important part now, then, is to put that there. Cool. We now have a little wet spot over there. We have some blocks of cardboard. Also cardboard boxes. Let's pop those batteries in there. because we'll probably need it. So we'll put the blocks of cardboard in there right now. Okay. We don't need those anymore. So pack your bags, whatever. Wallpaper in a sack. So if I'm not mistaken, it's like, yeah. What's interesting is this will also give us, or this will also regenerate, so it's not going to stay like that. For better or for worse. So anyway, bam. Now we have a sack. This sack, it's not insanely, whatever, but it is storage regardless, so eventually we'll get chests and whatnot, which will be awesome. But it is just not in our immediate future. I mean, kind of, I guess, but whatever. We have a brush now, which is just a stick, and we'll just make a couple, because we go through these a lot, like really a lot. So we're gonna bam and bam, and that's 4 brushes, and then we just, whatever. Now what I should be careful of is, yep, that. Bam, 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 bam. And then those little silverfish will actually be our first source of food, actually. That thing that just dropped, that's our first source of food. So let's grab 1, 2, 3. Oops. We get a bowl. We take the silverfish egg. Uh-oh. How do I make that again? Oh, it's 2 bowls and an egg. Makes 2 weird caviar. That's cool. And then finally, we can eat. Cool. We can regenerate a little bit of health, or actually we probably can't because we don't have enough still, but whatever. Unimportant. We're just gonna collect a little bit of dust. That's the point. We need some dust. So bam. Bam. Oop. Bam. 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 A little bit more caviar. Cool. This is probably the best way of doing this. I mean, whether you like it or not. What's nice about the knife is it has a pretty good, like, regeneration or whatever cooldown thing. I really don't want to die. Please don't kill me. What was that? Solidified experience? Cool. Okay. A little bit more weird caviar. Cool. I'm curious. I think I just thought of something interesting that I might be able to do, depending on it, even if it works. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, wait. There's, like, sizes? That's not fair. Tiny one has a smaller hitbox. Bam. Oop, dead. Holy crap, that regen for the axe is crazy slow, man. I'm not landing my shots. Bam. Bam. There we go. Solidified experience. I mean, I assume it's solidified experience, but I've never seen that in this mod pack before, so that's just strange to me. Apologize. So basically, the idea that I came up with is we'll take this, right? And we have this. And we need to do like this. Nope. Let's make an axe. We need an axe. We also need a new knife, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, bam, and 1, 2, 3. So first, we'll do this with that, and get a wooden axe, and we'll do this and that. We'll get a wooden knife. So the idea here, right, is right. Like that. Now, this is heavily dependent on whether or not the silverfish can even get through here. I don't know if they can or not. It's possible, but if they can't, that's a very good thing. Because that means that I can do this. Before we waste, well, not waste, because it wasn't really a waste, but before we invest all heavily into this, right? Awesome. Interesting. Okay. So it appears as though it works. Not exactly sure how to go about that. I mean, can I, like, duck down and... How interesting. They can. What was... What was that? What was that? No, 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 no. 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 Uh-uh. 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 No. 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 That's not cool. Mm-mm. That most certainly is not cool. Did not agree with that. That was not okay. Um, keep hearing that. It's freaking me out. Okay. So anyway, we now have all this dust now, right? Oh, this one. This was the big one. Bam! Look at that little explosion. Oh yeah. Cool. So now we have all this dust. And we have this now pieces of concrete. You can cut open the carpet using a knife, revealing some strange concrete tiles underneath. With a wooden pickaxe, you can mine your newly discovered concrete tiles for small pieces of concrete. Pieces of concrete. Okay. It's annoying because you gotta actually like click it. You know? So I can't remember, is it like this or is it like that? Neither. What? What is Fetty Popper? Bam! Okay. And then furnace. Oh, interesting. It's just like this. Bam, now we have a furnace. Furnace right there. Oh. Just had a thought. I could probably do this. And then... I mean, I know I have these stairs. I'm sure at some point I could probably use them for fuel, but... If I do that, I can probably still access this, and if I drop something down there, like the dust that gets generated by me dusting, you know, the stuff, probably pick that up too. Cool. So now we need to make the create stuff. This create stuff is going to be very important. So propeller, propeller, barrel, encased fan, which is an ash alloy casing, which is oak planks and ash alloy. Ash alloy requires a kiln. Wait, what? Oh, we actually don't need that right now. I mean, eventually we probably will, but the important part is the barrel. And we have a wet sponge, that's easy, and then the hand crank. So first, let's load this in there. We probably won't need the slabs or the extra stairs. We'll take that, and we'll take one of you. And that right there is a hand crank. Cool. Oop. Actually, we did need those. Can I turn you into a crafting station? I can. I'm gonna turn it into a crafting station, because if I turn it into a crafting station, I can put stuff inside of it. And look at this. Look, bam. Sorry, hold on. this whole time. Oh my god, you idiot. You actual bozo. Well, whatever. Nobody was watching anyway. So I feel less bad.